everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be showing you what is in these two guys here, because this is going to be a video on what I pack for my two kids for a short haul flight. So if you want to see what their in-flight entertainment consists of, then keep watching. So let's get into this video because I've got a lot to do today, because it's 2 days until we go on holiday and I'm so excited. But yes, if you are new to my channel, my name's Charlotte. I am mum to 3 and this is going to be a video showing you what is in my eldest and my middle child's travel bags for our flight to Mallorca. Now my eldest Bill is nearly 6 years old in about 10 days or so, and then my middle child Daisy has just turned 2. So this kind of shows you from a boy and girl perspective, but also shows you what I've packed with those two ages in mind. If you're like me and you also have a newborn, then I'm going to be doing a separate video on what I pack for my baby Stanley, who is now 11 weeks old. So if you want to see what I pack for him, then I will leave a link to that video down in the comments below. But I'm going to get right into it and show you what I've packed. So I'm going to start with what is in Bill's bag, because he's taking the larger backpack of the two and he's got a few extras in here that both children can use. So the first thing I packed for Bill is a spare t-shirt, just because he's obviously way past the potty training stage now. He's not going to have any accidents in that department whatsoever, but it might be that he spills something on his top while we're on the plane or something like that, and I just want to have this so he's comfortable, really, because I feel really bad if he did spill something and we didn't have a spare top for him to change into. Then on that note, I also have his baseball cap and a pair of sunglasses for him to wear. This is just A, to get him in the mood, and B, because then I know where they are and these aren't going to get broken in our luggage that gets checked in and that sort of thing. And then it also gets him into the holiday spirit, because then he can pop these on when we leave the airport and we're on our way to the hotel, that kind of thing, and it keeps them protected from the sun, which is always a bonus. Now the next things I'm going to show you are strictly related to entertainment and snacks, really, which are the main staples when you're traveling with kids. I do want to say that I do come prepared, and this is to sort of keep the kids entertained when we're at the airport, which can be a couple of hours, 3 hours, on the flight, which could be like 2 to 3 hours by the time we actually take off and that sort of thing. And then there's also collecting our luggage at the end, and then also the coach transfer. So it might, if you think of like a short haul flight, it's like only a couple of hours, but really it's a lot longer than that. So hopefully these items will stretch a bit further, if that makes sense. So with that in mind, I'm going to start with non-digital entertainment, because I've got a few things here, and what I want to say is that I think it's also really good to let your kids get bored and learn to entertain themselves. They have each other to interact with and play with and chat to, and I want them to learn about, you know, what it's like on a plane and how you should behave on a plane as you would in, say, a car or on a train as well. But the first few things I've got are these, and there is a dinosaur sticker scene book for Bill, and then there is this sticker and activity annual for Daisy. I got these from, where was it from? Home Bargains. They're really inexpensive, and I might stick an extra colouring book in there as well that both children can share, because then it's just extra entertainment, isn't it? So I've got those, and then to go with them I also have some cheap packs of crayons and felt tips, and these were from Home Bargains again, really cheap. I want to say that they weren't even 99p each, they were probably something like 70p each, something like that. But I don't mind about these going missing or drying out or that sort of thing, and they're cheap and cheerful, and then we can leave our nice ones for at home, and they can also be used back at our apartment when we're on holiday, because when we do come in and get ready for an evening, the kids can set up and do some colouring for a bit and just relax and cool down. Then I also have Uno Junior in this little IKEA sandwich bag, because the box got trashed with time, really, but I thought this would be a fun game to play either on the plane or even when we're at the hotel, just for something to do in the evening with the kids. So there's that. And then I also have this early reader book for Bill, and it's Horrid Henry and the Demon Dinner Lady, just because it'd be nice for him to keep on top of his reading, and it would be something for him to do if he gets bored as well. Then from a digital perspective, bearing in mind that we have 2 children, I have got our iPad charging at the moment, so obviously we will be bringing that with us, and we'll be installing, say, like the CBeebies app, that kind of thing, downloading a few programs to watch or films, and just like getting that prepared. Mark normally does that on the day before we fly, so he'll be doing that tomorrow, but that's charging at the moment. But we also, to stop screen envy, because my children have one iPad between them, and I think that's fairly ample. I don't think they need one each yet at all. And this is the Leapfrog Epic as well, so all the games on here are very educational, and you know, whoever has the iPad, if there is going to be a little fight over it, then the other one can use this, which is just, I think it's a good idea to have as a backup. And then Bill also has his camera, which he got for Christmas, and this is the Kiddie Zoom Duo, and it takes photos and he can film, and he has a lot of fun on this. And it also has a couple of like little games, like Pac-Man-esque games, and we're gonna put some new batteries in this so it's all ready for our holiday away. And I think that he's going to get a lot of fun out of this, because it'd be really nice for him to capture some memories of his own as well. And then, so we don't annoy any other fellow passengers, the kids both have a set of these JVC headphones. So these are Bill's, just to show you. Daisy has some purple and green ones, and they are perfect for like kids' heads. Basically, they're a bit small for me. They do extend though, and he's used these for years now, and they're just really handy to have, so we're not annoying anyone else really. So now on to snacks and treats. Now the first thing that I'm going to say is that we haven't got any drinks in here for the obvious reason, because you can't go through security with too many liquids over 100 ml. So what we're going to do is stock up on drinks when we get through and we're waiting in the airport lounge. But I do have plenty of treats and snacks with me, just because it can get really pricey if you're buying everything there. So the first thing that I've got, and I'm only going to show these ones because Daisy's got pretty much exactly the same thing, but they both have a pack of the Organics Goodies Cheesy Pea Snaps, and these are over 65% peas, which is a nice like sort of healthy crunchy snack. Then on the opposite end of the spectrum we have these, and they are Burton's Daily Fish and Chips. They're salt and vinegar little shapes, basically like fish shapes and chip shapes, and the kids really like these. They're baked, which is a bonus I guess, because they're not fried, and these are just a little treat. And I thought with like the fish, it's kind of like seaside themed. I don't know if I'm reading too much into that. Then we have a pick of Ritz Minis crackers, because I didn't want to get too many crisps and that sort of thing, because these are a little bit nicer, and both kids really enjoy those as well. And then I've got 2 mini packs of Haribo. These are actually left over from like Easter and Halloween and that sort of thing, but they're still in date, don't worry. And I just thought 2 mini bags is ample. They don't need like loads and loads of sweets, and I can time these then, so I can bring one out like in the first hour and then another out in the second hour, and it will just keep them happy, because every kid loves a Haribo treat. And then I also have 2 lollipops. These are obviously sugar-free Chupa Chups. I am not always the biggest fan about my kids having lollies, because I only let them have them when I'm with them in case they choke, but they are quite good for takeoff and landing, to make sure like the ears don't pop or hurt or get sore, which can happen. So they both have 2 lollipops each, and they've got apple and strawberries and cream, if you were wondering. And then finally are a few little treats. Now these are just little things to sort of get them excited for holiday, get them in a holiday spirit. They're really inexpensive. The first thing is this, and it's a Super Zings, and it's basically a little collectible that both kids are really into at the moment, and it's one of the special ones that comes with a car, so that's an extra big treat. I think these are about £2 each, but I think they're worth it, and they can play with them by the pool as well. Then I got them a Kinder Egg, so I went for the Ninja Turtles ones for Bill, and then I got them a surprise egg. These are only 99p each as well actually, and this is the Paw Patrol one for Bill. So now I'm going to crack on with Daisy's bag, and this bag is brilliant. It was actually gifted to us for Daisy's birthday, so I'm not sure where it's from, I'm sorry, but it's basically a very, very small, if you look in comparison to me, backpack with a little bunny on, and she loves it. But if you see on the back here, this is where the magic really happens. These 2 straps buckle together, so it's not going to fall off her while she's carrying it, because little ones sometimes struggle to keep these on the shoulders, and because it's small, it's not too heavy either. Plus it also comes with like a toddler rein basically, and I think this is such a good idea to be able to let her feel grown up and be just like her big brother, but also keep her safe if she wants to walk around the airport, or even when we get out and about when we're actually away. So I'm going to get started with what's in Daisy's. As I've said, a lot of the stuff is going to be in Bill's carry-on bag because he is bigger, he's nearly 6, but there are a few extras in Daisy's that I thought I would show you. So again, Daisy has a pair of sunglasses, which I've just tucked into a side pocket here, and then also in this side pocket are 2 of her little My Little Pony figurines to play with, because she is a little bit younger and she will need different forms of entertainment. Obviously she can use an iPad and she knows how to work the Leap Pad as well, but I just wanted a few toys in there to keep her happy. So speaking of toys, Daisy also has her Barbie in here because she loves her Barbie, and Barbie can come on an adventure with us as well. And she also has this little Leapfrog kind of music player, really. It plays loads of different songs and she likes to dance around to this and just thinks it's really good fun, and it's so compact that it's a nice one to include. Then once again Daisy has the same sort of treats, except the only difference is that she has a Powerpuff Girls Kinder Egg, and she also has a Peppa Pig surprise egg because she loves Peppa Pig. And then she also has her favourite bear, which is Bloomberg Bear. Bill will also bring his favourite Teddy with him, but Teddy is actually with Bill at the moment and didn't want to take him away while we were filming, so he'll definitely be coming, don't you worry. And then also Daisy has one of these hats, but given her age, these are actually one of the sun sort of shade hats that go over the neck as well, and you can also roll this bit up if I show you, and then there are two little tabs here to velcro onto the top of the hat, so if it does annoy her in any way then it can be rolled up, which is a really nice touch, I think. So that's her hat for when we arrive with her sunglasses, and this is from Matalan. There are a few different designs as well, and she doesn't know that she's got this yet, so I think this will be a nice surprise for her when we get there. Daisy also has all the same snacks that Bill has, and we'll obviously be buying them drinks when we get through to the airport lounge. But the final thing that we have in here, which I think is going to be a godsend throughout the whole holiday really, is this little set of Peppa Pig books, and it's the Peppa Pig Little Library, and there are 6 books inside. So it's like Peppa's Favourite Things, Peppa's Friends, Peppa's Garden, Peppa's Family, Peppa at Playgroup and Peppa at Home. And then the 6 books actually sit together to do a little mini jigsaw as well, so it's a great all-rounder, and it's so compact and little as a set of books, and it would be perfect for when we're travelling. Now you might be wondering where all of Daisy's like nappy changing type things are, and that is actually going to be in my changing bag. So if you want to see what I packed for her in terms of general like upkeep, then make sure you watch that video that's linked down below. But I have packed around 6 to 7 nappies, which is an excessive amount, but I've rather come prepared. And also I've got wipes and nappy bags, and then a few like medication type things like Calpol if it's needed, that sort of thing. And then I also have a change of clothes for her in there as well, and a bib, just because she's 2 and her prerogative in life is to get messy, and that is a fact. Now the final thing that I have to show you are actually these, and it's a £10 note each, and it's a bit of a tradition in my family. Basically, when I was a little girl growing up, my grandparents would often give me and my brother some money to spend in the airport when we got through check-in. If we were good for mum and dad, then we would get like £5 note each or something like that to go and spend in the airport, and that was back when a £5 note went a hell of a lot farther than it does these days. And my grandma actually gave the kids £10 each to spend in the airport as a little treat, which is so kind of her. And this is going to be like a little surprise when we get there, so to keep them entertained they can pick themselves something to, I don't know, play with or eat, or you know, like a book or something, or a toy, and this is completely theirs to spend on whatever they want within reason. But I have these ready to go as well, and that can be something to keep them entertained while we wait for our flight. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful and it gave you a few tips if you've never done this before, because I think it can be quite daunting the first time round, and I still find it daunting now. Like packing the travel bags are one of like my biggest concerns. Like I've got to get this right and make sure that everything's sorted, and I think I've done a pretty good job. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I would love to have you stick around. But yeah, have a lovely day whatever you're up to, and I'll see you next time. Bye!